standing all the time.
We've got one of the band in the green room. I'll bring him on screen in a bit. Enjoy this, people. Hit it!
Who the fuck is Kurt Pickstone?
Yeah, the fuck is Kate Bush? That was outstanding, man. I did bring it on screen because you got all, you know what I mean? You were on it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. When you got the guitar and you started bopping, that was
I know. It. I thought. Do you know what I thought? Do you know? I'm just gonna rise to the occasion here. That's the best way to start anything like
this. Mate,
it
is. That track is stunning. It's a
Thank you so much.
Stunning track. I can't play the drums, but I can air drum. I love air drumming.
To be honest, that was you look like you were doing it how James does it. I can't play drums either.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
I was fooled.
I've had 2 drum kits, an electronic one and a normal one. And then last year when we did Dougie Fest, we bought another one. So we've got that in the container. And I've tried it. I've physically not got the time to do that and do everything else I do to learn. But I love drums. I love drums. And we're waiting for someone else, aren't we? Are we waiting for someone else, or is it just you? Are we waiting? Is someone else coming on, or is it just you coming on? Do you not understand me? Are we waiting for another band member, or are you doing the interview on your own?
Oh, sorry, you're talking to me. Oh,
yeah.
No, it's me. It's just me. So I thought you were talking to someone else.
No, I'm talking to you. If that's the case, I can flip.
Just me.
I can flip that to that. Oh no, does that look any? No, that's no good. We'll go back to the other. Go back to the other one. Spread like that. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Great. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, because you can't make it on a Wednesday, can you? Because you're gainfully employed. What do you do?
Yeah. So what do I do when I'm other than rocking and rolling? I work at a supermarket, so
Which one?
I work for Marks and Spencers.
Oh,
So.
that's yes. Well, it's not little, is it?
No. But I do the delivery there, so on a Wednesday night it's on me. So if I stand them up, you know.
Oh, you deliver there, do you?
Well, no, I don't. I take the delivery off. So
Oh,
if you were to turn up, you'd never be able to know I work there. You'd never see me if you walked in.
Yeah. Well, that's a good
Always
thing.
hiding. No, always hiding.
Oh, brilliant, man! Absolutely brilliant, Janet. Because Janice has been dying to get you on, and she said, "Oh, they're only available on a Saturday, and I'm always busy doing stuff on a Saturday, and we're going to do something different." She's like, and I was like, "No, we'll get them on." And then she rung me today. She's in Dublin, and she said they can do tonight. And normally this time on a Friday night I'd be steaming. Do you know what I mean? But I've not been drinking, so I said, "Go on then, I'll do it." But I'm absolutely knackered, mate. Tell you, I've been up since quarter to 5.
Well, we're all a bit buzzing in the band right now. We're off to Southampton early tomorrow morning for our second gig of the year, so we're all a little bit raring to go.
Yeah, because I've seen that. I was going to mention that because you've got 1st of September, 1st of February, Southampton. Oh, you're with the Lilacs.
Yep.
You're with the Lilacs, are you?
We're with the Lilacs. Yeah,
Nice,
we are, yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Southampton. You've got 22nd of February at Stevenage.
Yeah.
7th of March in Colchester. Then there, London, 28th. Then Stevenage again on the 8th. Oh, you like Stevenage?
Yeah, we do. Stevenage we've got a real fan base there. It's crazy. We return all the time. We do a lot of festivals around that way. So yeah.
Oh, 24th of August, Failsworth Venture Festival.
Yes, we're warming up the stage for the Sherlocks in Manchester.
Oh, wow, man. Oh, they are brilliant. See if you can get them to come on the frigging show because we've tried and we can't get them on. Listen, this is your interview, but I've been watching the Sherlocks since they first started and started to grow and started to grow and started to grow. And I've wanted to get them on the show, but they've obviously grown and grown and grown and grown and grown, haven't they? And then now, you know what I mean? We're probably too small for them, do you know what I mean? But they should come on the show.
I'll put in a word.
Yeah, just say, hey, Kirk said you dickheads, get on the show. Oh, man. It's brilliant. So how long have you been together?
We've been together. So the band origin story is really a little bit all over the place. We formed really as a full band. So everyone you see today, yeah, it's really about 2023. But me, Joe, who's our lead guitarist, and Ewan, who plays the bass, we went to theatre school together. So Emergency Break was originally the name for our little production company. We used to make short films and like fan-made music videos and stuff like that. And then we used to always go to gigs. We used to like do stuff together in the day, go like theatre school together in the day, and then we'd head off usually to a gig at night. We'd be going to see sports team at the Roundhouse, all sorts. And in the least egotistical way, we looked at it and thought, you know what, we could give this a go ourselves. And Joe's been playing guitar since he was like 8 years old. And he knew some friends. He knew James and Oren, who's our rhythm guitarist and our drummer. And before you know it, Emergency Break was together. And in the first 6 months, we sold out our London headline, which was our debut show, which was at the Camden Assembly. It was 200 people. First ever show, which was just absolute chaos in the best way possible. And it really set us on the way for the reputation we've had ever since then, which is we are persistent, but we always deliver the job. And that's the reputation we seem to be building. And we're known for craziness, but in the most controlled way. So
yeah, you don't sound mental. Do you know what I mean? You sound quite well balanced and and not from a council estate like me. I can tell. Got the vibes. So, well, especially when you said you went to theatre school. Jesus.
Oh no, we went to like a Saturday theatre club. Like I'm not. It's not like a hanky panky thing. Yeah. Probably gives a more different impression of us than we actually are. But it was like a Saturday theatre club.
Excellent, man. Well, it's better than doing other stuff, innit? Do you know what I mean? I used to go to a youth club and they all used to glue sniff there. I didn't, but some people did. That was back in the day, crisp packets and glue. You can always tell a glue sniff with all the spots around the mouth. So there you go. Okay. Well,
I'll write a song about it. If you hear it on the next single or the next EP.
Brilliant, because you don't glue sniffing's not in fashion now, is it? It's more,
But, you know, I reckon it would rhyme well in a lyric somewhere.
It's more ketamine, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
ketamine and a bit of blow and that. I was just like, it's not the same anymore. I mean, go hard school, get a bit of Evo sticking down you.
Walker's back.
We've got We Believe the Music. Hello, Leo from We Believe. Well, there you go.
Yes, we're playing with them all up in Liverpool on March 22nd.
Nice. Got family up in Liverpool. And Janice, our producer's in Liverpool today, in Dublin. She's in Dublin and flying to Liverpool because she's a Sadak. She's got to watch the last ever game at Everton's ground before they move to the new one, I believe.
Oh, damn.
I didn't even know they had a new stadium because that's
no,
how much.
Neither. I didn't even know this was a thing, but that's the next level commitment.
That's how much. And she's flown in from Madeira. How puddled must she be? She's come from Madeira, where it's 20 odd degrees, and flying into Dublin, and then going to Liverpool. She must be.
Are you bringing your suitcase into the football stadium? Because that's another level of like briefcase, like full kit wanker. Suitcase wanker, and
she's probably staying with someone, no doubt. I don't know. Wonderful. It's good. But then she flies in May to do Dougie Fest, so that's pretty good.
Oh,
yeah, which is awesome, man. So where you're based? You're based around London area then?
Oh yeah, all the boys are in London other than me. I'm from sunny old Essex, so that's where I'm based. But everyone else, is a Londoners. Yeah.
Now you said it, you sort of get that vibe. Yeah, wonderful, absolutely brilliant. I'm not taking the piss. I'm just saying.
No.
You can sort of sign it. I'm gonna have a look at your bio because I've started back War on Bio. So what does it say? Emergency break, and I know I can read it in a stupid voice. Emergency break, but I'm not going to do that. So good, you'll tell your mum you went to school with us. Oh, I like that. I like that. That is brilliant. With their wildlife performances and distinctive rock sound, Emergency Break have taken the London music scene by storm. Forming on a whim in 2023, Emergency Break rose to the top quickly, selling out the Camden Assembly, which you've already found out about, within 6 months of being a band. Regular live performances including sellout shows at the O2 Academy, in Islington, Old Blue and Dublin Castle. Loads of bands do Dublin Castle. I've propelled the band to new audiences. Brilliant. So not bad for a dyslexic, am I? I struggle sometimes, and I get ahead of myself.
That's great going.
But yeah, that's I like that, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because some of the bios, they're so crap. It's unbelievable. We had some
or long. So I run a festival as well in London, and that's sometimes some of the bios you get through are like pages. And it's like I'm not sitting down to read Lord of the Rings. I just wanted to know some brief facts.
So your festival, what's your festival then? What's that all about?
So I own a festival called On the Meadow Festival. It's based in Signature Brewery, and we basically take out the brewery for a day. We put in some stages, and we put on some of the best grassroots talent in London.
Wow! How'd you fund
We're about to drop our 2025 lineup, so our clauses on some acts are about to run out, and we're finally allowed to sort of break on who we got triggering the boards.
I'm quite jealous. So how'd you fund that then?
Out of my own pocket, and it's always in the minuses. But do you know what? We do it for the love of music. So it came really originally stemmed from like a lot of our friends in bands were saying like they were struggling to get on festival slots, and we were finding it really hard to get on festival slots and stuff because that's what we really enjoy doing, and every band enjoys doing. To be honest, if you talk to them, But so we were just like, do you know what? I have events, history and events. I do sort of trading events here and there. I was like, I reckon I can pull this off with the right sort of promoter and the right sort of collaboration. And we pulled off last year. We had probably like really successful day. We've even been nominated for an award for best new festival.
Why did we go on? Carry on. I'm getting annoyed now. Go on.
And obviously, we're looking to hope. I mean, my exclusivity clauses on some acts are basically running out this week and the next couple of days. So we're going to announce our lineup very soon. So
nice.
you've got to listen, keep tuned because our lineup's coming and it's better than last year. We've gone up. We've ramped up big time. I'm so excited.
Excellent, because we do Dougie Fest one day in May. It's our third one this year, and we have eight or nine artists on from 12 in the afternoon till about 8 o'clock at night, and we live stream it all on Mixcloud. This year, I think I'm going to put it onto Facebook and I'm going to put it on TikTok as well.
If you need a band, you need a band.
Well, I know, and Janice is filled up. I'll have to talk to Janice because that'll just get fucking ridiculous. 15th of May. 15th of May it is. or 17th of May. 17th of May Saturday. So we've got we've got a
Fun.
band. We've got a band from Guernsey who played last year.
Yeah.
Coastal Fire Department. And my wife, we went to see him a few months ago. My wife went, "Have you asked them to come back next year?" I went, "No, because they've done. She should ask them." So they've coming back. We've got Gallagher's Green who played at the first one. We wanted them back again to do some video and audio with them. We've got Stride. Oh man, I forgot the bloody lineup. We've got a few bands on. We've got 8 bands on. And then we end with the Big Boss, who does electronic dance music. And the last 2 years, the 2 of the bands, he's remixed their track into an electronic dance track. And
we did a DJ set last year in Stoke Newington, and we did that. We turned our indie tracks into dubstep tracks.
Nice.
We dubstep our music. It didn't sound very good, but we ran with it. Everybody loved it. Like, we sandwiched it in between a few. We like dubstepped indie songs, and but people loved it. I don't really know why we did it. It was a really impulsive night, but
yeah,
folks loved it.
Yeah. I'd love to get you on it. I'd love to get you on Dougie Fest. I'm not sure if we can.
We can absolutely make that happen. So yeah, I'd love to get you guys down to On the Meadow. I'd love you to come see that as well.
When's that?
That's the 19th of July. It's a Saturday. We run music from 2 till midnight. So 2 till midnight is there's not a minute on that day where there is not music. There's an acoustic stage and a main stage, and we basically run alternate all day.
Nice, yeah, that's a good thing. What we tend to do with ours, because we've only got one stage, is have a band on, and then while they're doing a handover, we either play promo stuff or we play the video of the band setting up and just put music on behind. That's how we do it. Because the only people here are the band and the presenters. That's it, and a couple of neighbours. And we specifically do it as an online thing, and it works really well for us. So it's
cool. Good. Yeah, I was going to say last year we had it absolutely popping. I got so lucky with the weather as well. We did ours in August, which is sometimes a risky move in that end of the summer because you could get rain. But no, we didn't. Honestly, it was one of the warmest days ever.
Brilliant.
And yeah, it was chaos.
Hats off to you, mate, because it's a big commitment, and I know what it's like.
We got a bit of shtick here and there for putting emergency brake on the lineup. That's always been a controversial move, and we've just been like, "Oh, come on, we're going to the effort to put us on."
Sure, frigging festival, for God's sake, knobheads.
Yeah, I can see the juxtaposition to it, but then at the same time, I'm like, "Come on,
no,
why am I not?"
No, who paid for it? You? Is your band? Your band? I'm playing. Do you know what I mean?
Also, I'm 300 quid saved. If I book my band, that's 300 quid saved.
Yeah, well, last year, because I don't think we've got any females this year, and it's not on purpose. We've just asked various bands. We've asked female bands, and the bands that we've asked have said yes, and they're coming. So last year, someone, Janice won't even tell me who it is, said, oh, you might get a bit of stick because you've got no female artists on there, and it's not all men. And I went, she won't tell me who it was. I went, I'm not being funny, but it's our gig. If they want to put females on a gig, set your own gig up. I'm paying for this. We're paying for this, We're paying for this. So if we just want all men on, and do you know what I mean? Then that's what we're going to have. But that's not how it was. It was, it's just how it turns out. Do you know what I mean? It's bizarre.
That's really cool though that you live stream it.
Yeah, man. Tell you what, I've still got to edit it because. Anyway, I've put some out there, but I've still got to edit some of the footage from last year's because I've got to do something with the audio as well and what have you. We have got a stage box, and so I bought a stage box last year. We have three cameras. We have a genius last year. I said we need a drum cam, so we had a camera over the drummer. So I've got loads of drum footage that I put out there. But this year I'm getting a different camera for the main one at the front, and I'm going to have my other cameras on the side. So my brother normally works in here and manages all this. A guy that I know he works for a company they do all AV stuff and what have you, and lighting. He went, I'm going to bring you a load of lighting in and let's get all your lighting done for you. So this year, my next door neighbour has got a pub, and he's going to put me a couple of taps in, Bosch, and I'm building a new stage this year and a pergola.
All you need is the taps and a drum kit, and you're laughing.
I know, mate. It's good.
Festival.
It's good. It's absolutely wonderful.
I know, because ours is set in a brewery. Someone had a snarky comment to me and was like, "You put it on a festival, you can organise a piss up in a brewery." And I was like, "That's exactly what I've fucking done, mate." I was like,
Mate.
hold it back, man. That's exactly what I've done.
It's the haters. You just ignore the haters. They're absolute dickheads. They're just jealous. Oh, it's dead easy to see the trouble is with people. It's dead easy to point the finger. Oh, I wouldn't have done it like that. Well, you do yours, mate. I'll tell you what. Next year, I'll do the Saturday. You do the Sunday. Let's see what you do. You absolute pillock. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, we've not really spoken much about you, have we, in the band?
No.
But normally, you see, on the show, because what I'm going to do is take some excerpts from this and put it on the show, but I'll put the whole thing onto the old YouTube. So if you're watching YouTube, people, Wednesdays, 6 p.m, Mixcloud Live for Dougie's.
Our YouTube crowd are going to love this. They always love anything. We just seem to just do well on YouTube. Anything with YouTube just always does well for us.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Well, I've got it. We're live streaming on Faceache as well at the minute, so I don't know if anyone's on there. I just thought I'd give it a go because we didn't really play it. Well, we have played music, but we'll see. Yeah. But it wasn't a planned interview, you see. So normally I've not promoted it. It was this afternoon. So tell us, what do all the other band do then? So you work at Marks and Spencers. Where do they work?
So a lot of the band work for a medical company.
Oh.
Like nothing fancy. They just do some admin stuff for them. They're not doctors. Don't worry. We're not like we're very far from it. I mean, also we're 19, so you probably wouldn't be able to get a doctor PhD by now anyway. Two of the boys are in university. So two of us are only working. The other three are in university. So that is it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, uni. Oh, right, okay. Because you're all quite fairly young, aren't you? What are you?
We're all
19s,
so we're all
20s.
No, 19. Yeah, all 19.
Oh.
I'm the oldest. I'm not. I'm 20 next month. No, I'm 20 in March. We're not even in February yet. That's tomorrow. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I could say, yeah, so I didn't do bad then. My youngest lad's 22, so he's just moved to Bangkok. So
awesome. Yeah, I was going to say that's why we used to wear the school uniforms that everybody sees and everything, because we used to get a proper load of comments being like, yeah, what are you doing here in an 18+ venue? You look like kids. So we played into it, and for the Camden Assembly show, we walked out in these school ties. It's a bit of a laugh, and it kind of stuck around, but we got rid of it at just our gig in January.
That's not bad. I mean, AC/DC, their guitarist is like that with a guitar tie on and everything. Looks like he's a schoolboy because he's tiny, isn't he? So I get it. I get it.
He's always like.
Yeah, it's funny. So what's the plans? What's the plans for the future? And obviously you're in a band and you're doing your old bits and bobs. What's your thoughts? Have you got any aspirations, as it were?
Hopefully that all this kicks off and the festival gets a bit bigger, and that's really hopefully where we're sort of all tooting down the avenue. I'd love to sort of really get a job within the music industry as well. We've learned a lot, and there's a lot of skills that we've learned over these, because we manage ourselves, put on basically a lot of our big shows ourselves and stuff. So we've learned a lot over the years that we put to use. That's
amazing, really, because you think about it, you're in a band, so that's great. You're doing all your managing yourselves, and the fact that you're putting an event on, whatever the event is, it's a big task putting an event on, putting everything making sure it's all work, especially if you've got you're gonna have the public there as well, and there's all that sort of thing to consider as well. So. At 19, mate. At 19, I couldn't even imagine doing that at 19. So fair play to you, mate. But I'm disappointed that you've been nominated for new best festival when we've not even had a sniffing on ours. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, no, I don't really know that fully come about. I just got sent an email the other day being like, congrats, you've been nominated for best new festival.
Brilliant. You rock it. Keep doing it as well, and it's absolutely wonderful. And we need to get some footage from your gig so we can share it out there. That'd be great. Absolutely.
I can do that. I can send some stuff over. We get a lot of our shows pro shot, so we have a great friend who does it all for us. So we've got loads.
Yeah, it's good. My wife did the photography last year for us. We had a photographer the year before, so we obviously do our own video. So the broadcast is waiting for a signal. I think I'm good job on recording it. Anyway, whatever. I'm not bothered about that. Questions. Some of the because we always have this is dead serious stuff on here. So if there was a zombie apocalypse, which band member would die first?
Joe, our lead guitarist. Joe, our lead guitarist. He's just a man of luxury, and zombie apocalypse is not that. So it would be Joe. It just would be Joe. Like he just like when we go do gigs, sometimes he brings his pedal board in a suitcase, and even I have to carry that suitcase sometimes. He's just a man of class. It's just he
carry that.
You know what? I think I know what it is. I think he knows deep down if that pedal board and that guitar collection don't make it to a gig, we're not going to sound like emergency brake. So you know what? There's some respect in that, you know. But at the end of the day, sometimes I do want to turn around and go, look, I'm the one who gets their top out and gets slapped on by sweaty strangers when I get in there. You know, you get to stand up all here, all nice and dry. But like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he probably does that as well. You carry that, boy. Probably does all that. Doesn't it?
yeah.
Sounds
Oh.
Has it come from a well-to-do family and he's used to having staff?
No. Just
lazy. Just a lazy
just-
shit, is it?
He's just a man of. I mean, he's an only child, so that might explain it.
That,
But he's
yeah.
the only one of siblings, but I think he's just a man of class. He's just a man of class. Like I think one day one of us is gonna. If we invite you to a green room one day, you'll probably walk in and one of us will be the footstool for him.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that'd be good. No, I'll have to do that. I'll definitely have to do that. I always say to bands, if you ever playing like a massive event and you hear this, you better let me in because I'm at the stage door waiting to come in the green room.
Security, get rid of him. He's that mad one on the radio.
Yeah, it's got to be done, hasn't it? It's got to be done. I love it.
Yeah.
Like that's why we do this show. Like you're saying about your event and you put the money in for the love of music. We pay for all this. You know what I mean? We're not getting. You've got to be massive, haven't you, before you get people throwing wads of cash at you and Dougie Fest and whatever. So I go test riding motorcycles to fund it. So that's my.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of people think. I think the first year we did the festival, a lot of people came to me after speaking to me like I'd made like 20 grand out of it. So you did all right. That festival went well, and I went. Do you know I still lost like almost £1,000? Like, yeah, it was a great day. Everyone was going mental. Everyone was jumping. Pints everywhere. And then I also went like, look, I didn't also do it for that. I did it for the love of grassroots music and putting on. Obviously, this year's a little bit different. Last year it was a lot of our mates who were artists. This year it's that we've teetered a bit of a different way. We've sort of really curated a lineup and really sat down and looked at like who we love and who we really want to get on board. And sort of we've cast a wider net this year. Compared to last year, we did need the help of friends, and we wouldn't have happened without that last year. But you know, I think a lot of people looked at me and thought like, oh, we came off quite well from that. It's like, no, we did that for the love of grassroots music and these bands, and every band came out with a new fan base and a new platform from that day. And
Brilliant.
Money can't buy that. Money can't buy that.
No.
Money can't buy you fake followers on Instagram, but it can't buy you real fans who are now coming to every band on that lineup show and giving that level of dedication.
No, it is, mate. And our real aim with this is to see bands progress because it's a numbers game, innit? And I'm being open and honest, I'm not trying to hide anything. The more people we interview, because we identify people we want, so we don't just interview anybody. We interview people that we think have got potential. So it's a numbers game. So if we keep interviewing, one of them's got a breakthrough, haven't they? Or more of them got a breakthrough. And we've already had success with bands. You know, got an artist in the States who won a TV award last year. She's brilliant. She's a country singer. We've got bands that have gone on to do Isle of Wight, Glastonbury, and you know, there's a couple of bands that are starting to, you know, grow. And we interviewed them when they first started. So you know what I mean? I love that. And we get a lot of bands on when they've been on this. End up on the BBC. I have to spit when I say that. They'll be on there. So, but you're right about everyone sees these things and what you've done and expect you've made an absolute mint. I think last year cost us about £2,500, but I'm saving up for it. I know what it is, and I'd probably be like you're investing for the future. And like you've done, if you've had bands who've had success and have started getting a following, then guess what? If they break through, they're going to give you a shout and come and support us, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's good what you're doing, mate. Well done.
It's for the love of helping everyone out. Someone really great to us who said to us like, you know, only 1% of bands make it, 99% never make it. And he went, so instead of relishing and looking at that 1% and going, why am I not there? Enjoy the ride up, and if you ever hit down, then enjoy the ride down. But enjoy the ride up because like. If you have fun, then you can never look back at it because a lot of time we always turn around and go, this is great dad law. Like, you know, in 30, 40 years, if this all goes to the bus, this is incredible. These are great dad story.
It is, mate. You're right, because I think if you're going into anything, especially in this sort of industry, thinking you're going to make a load of cash or you're doing a live stream or whatever, then you're going to be very disappointed because you're going in for the wrong attitude. The first time you hit a hurdle, you're going to give up. You know what I mean? But the fact that you're right, you need to do it because you enjoy it. So do you know what? If I never make any money out of this or never grow, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, because over the last, since 2017, we've had a right giggle and we've changed things, and things have gone wrong, and we've developed, and we change what we're doing about every 6 months. We're just about to do a load of change now. In fact, that you're on tonight doing an interview. I don't normally do interviews in the week at night. I'm only doing a show. I'm thinking of doing more, because the more I can do in the week, guess what? The more exposure for people, isn't it? So that might be coming. But you're right. You've got to enjoy the journey, because I can't sit here now and go, I was in a band when I was 19 and we had festivals, we did all that. But I can say I've done it now. But your best, you bang on, your attitude is right.
And we're at a time in our lives where we can afford to have it go wrong and it not. Do you know what I mean? That you've only got one shot at this, so we might as well just give it a thing. We're having fun. So, that's all that matters. And I think that shows when we get up there. And that's why I think we've become quite famous for a lot of our live shows, because there is a chemistry there. And I think it's purely because we are having fun and we get each other. And in that, nothing can ever go wrong, because you're always just having fun.
I like that. And that will beget you more success, because we've had bands here, we've had bands on some of the events we've done. And you look and you think, you just stood there singing and playing your instruments. That is just not, there's no vibe. You know what I mean? You might as well put the record on. You need to have energy. You need to, and people are very perceptive of your relationships with each other. And if they see you're having fun, then they'll have more fun. You know what I mean? It's contagious. It's like yawning, isn't it? If you start yawning, everyone else starts yawning. It's the same with good vibes. If you've got good vibes, I'll get them.
We say now, like, from being in a band, you can see if a band get on and who does the work from the minute you watch them walk on. You can see if everybody's on board with that band. Like, there's some bands out there where you go like, oh, this is a one man's project and everyone else is been anchored along. We're now like, you can see that from the minute a band walk on stage, and we try to we just want to gut everything with 100% as well. We also say that, we said, like, it's like, I think a lot of people are scared to go for something and just go for it, like do that crowd surf, stand on that table. And like, in my perception, it's more embarrassing seeing someone give 50% and go like, well, they tried to climb on this bit and then they didn't go for it, so it just looked rubbish. Instead of going, do you know what? They got on that speaker, the speaker broke, but they got back up and they ran off, and it was an incredible moment. It's more, just when you see someone just go for it and there's not an ounce of doubt in their body, that's just, in my opinion, some of the best live moments we've ever watched, and also we've had.
Brilliant. And on that point, on doing gigs, I like the disaster stories. What's gone wrong at a gig? Any disasters?
Okay, so we play. We've become a little bit famous at this festival, Todd in the Hole. It's in Hertfordshire, and we got a really big slot, like tea time slot last year. It's a family festival, so the tea time slot can almost outbid the headliner slot.
Yeah.
That, like, we were on the separate stage in the woods. It was called the Wood Stage. We had like 800 plus people out there waiting to see us. We didn't really have a name, but it's just because people are turning up. They've heard we play maybe a few covers. It's just people go to festivals, don't they, just to see new music, and they've heard we're young and whatnot.
Yeah.
And 3 songs in, Ewan's bass blew up inside because there was so much power he was running. He ran his bass through a DI because his bass amp was so heavy we couldn't get it onto site in the van. So there was so much power ran through his bass from where the stage generator, it blew the inside fuse of his bass. And I just remember hearing it go, and I'm like, hold on, we were like, there's a few songs in there where the bass takes us through some bits, and I'm like, hold on, there's no bass here. And he's looking and he's playing, and he's like, oh, okay, now he's just faking it. And it's like, okay, we got to carry on. And then we just made good of that moment, because then there was a moment where the tech had to come on, fix everything around, and we were back up and running. But then I got like that, we attracted quite a young crowd at that initial part of the gig, and I was like, do you know what? Everybody give boo to Ewan, who's currently fucking this 45-minute slot up in front of 1,000 people. Everybody give him a boo, because we could have done Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand by now, but they're sorting out singing. He's like, boo, like that. And we were like, go on, if you got anything, throw it at him. And that's, Ewan knows I'm not trying to come for him, but we're making light of a situation that's gone wrong. That was probably our biggest disaster moment, because during the song before, you did just hear his bass go like you just heard this like, on the PA, and that was it. Oh, we've lost you.
Enough. There you go. It's back on. I don't know why it's doing that. I might have to change the cable. I've got plenty of them. I'll change the cable over. But it happens, doesn't it? Yeah, they're funny, those stories, because you can look back at the time and you think, oh my God. But if you can make it into a comedic thing at the time, then people will rock with it anyway, won't they? So
and I think that's also where we've been lucky because we've had a bit of, acting training.
Yes, you have, darling.
So, yes. No, not in that way. It's more, get up there on that stage and do the best you can. And because we've had that, and especially three of us in the band have worked with each other in that level. We know how to have each other's back a little bit. There's a different like side avenue we have just because of that, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Actually, it came to me. Some of the bands that are not visual to look at, because I think a lot of bands really do. They go and playing gigs. I think they're quite self-conscious. I don't think they've got the good, but they've not always got the confidence. But if you've been acting, then you're used to that. So you're used to performing, and you're performing. And I think it'll give you a massive advantage over other people, because the amount of bands that don't, they come on here and you struggle to talk to them. At your age, you struggle to talk to some of them, and you think
it's like I've seen Joe, our lead guitarist, play a dame in a pantomime.
Oh dear.
It's like I've seen him play a dame. Him walking out of a guitar, he's gonna fucking love that. He's the sexy cool man, but he remembers a time where he was a dame, so of course he's gonna own it right now with a Jaguar.
Awesome, mate. So it sounds like you've got everything nailed. All the stuff you're doing, your gigs,
Thank you.
your festival, your attitude, your music. I mean, that track we played at the start is absolutely brilliant. I played that.
I love that. That's my favourite track of ours.
I played that this afternoon, because when Janice said, "Bro, I went, I better go and play that." I thought, "Oh yeah, I'm going to play Hometown," which I did. In fact, I think I put it on one of my promos. That's how I did it. Yeah, that's why I listened to it.
I love that song. That's my favourite emergency brake song as of now. Maybe we'll write a better song in the future that I love more. But that song holds the most sentiment to me. So I love that track.
It's just got a vibe with it, hasn't it? And that's what I like about the music. When it's got a vibe like that, it's got a good beat to it.
We wanted to make something that was really raw. Like, I don't know, the vocal take in that song is really breathy. And I don't nail vocally. We actually went for a take where I don't, the take that's on the song is about the 6th or 7th take in, and by that point my voice was starting to fall a bit, and we went for that take because I think it has the most emotional complexity in it, and that song is what it is. I moved to America for a little bit of time. And, I was 8 hours time difference from everyone else and all of my friends. And, I would hear stories when I would wake up in the morning about things that happened on the night out or the night before.
Yeah.
And, there was nothing I could do because I'm in a completely different world where nobody knows who I am. And everybody remembers who I am over here. And the song is a reflection, really, of sort of the stories and the things I heard about friends that I left behind and now still don't talk to. And that's what the song really looks like. That's why it's called Hometown and all of that.
So, why did you go to the States? Like your parents or something?
No, I went over to America just to study out there for a little bit. I got into a scholarship program out there, so I went out there for a bit.
Where was you studying?
I studied at Stella Adler in New York. So yeah, complete place. 9 months.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And that's what that song is about. That's what the song's addressing. The song's addressing that the nostalgia of and I had that debate with myself quite a lot. I was like, is this the right thing? Should everybody get up and leave their hometown?
Yeah.
Ditch everybody behind and find a new life? Because you're just going to find your crowd if you go to a city. But then it's like, well, why do you want to leave that all behind? Because that's everybody and that's your identity. Right. And that's what the song does address. And, the stories in that song aren't exactly mine. I talk about a girl who self-harms herself and stuff. And the stories they're not me personally. They're stories I heard about people I knew when I moved away. And these are things that were out of my control.
Nice. Not nice self-harm, but nice that you've done
No.
But
I think that's why a lot of people have resonated with the song. It's not just, it's about that feeling of nostalgia that I think never goes away. You're always nostalgic about, that song, that movie, that moment in your childhood, and I think that's what people have really glued to Hometown compared to any of the other tracks.
Yeah, it's great, mate. It is. It's got a good vibe. But I think what you said, I think people should move away. I was older. I was in my 30s. I went and lived in Holland for nearly a year, and then Belgium. So Belgium and Holland for nearly a year, and traveling and doing different things like that, I think it's really good for you. I think it's really good for your head. The only downside, because you've obviously had that nostalgia, is, and we studied this, is when it's about stereotypes. So if you said what's a stereotypical Irish person or a stereotypical German and all the rest of it, you have a vision. So when you leave your place of birth and where you've grown up, when you come back, you see everyone different. You see those stereotypical things.
I didn't realize how English I was till I moved to America.
Yeah. But they'll see you different as well. That's what tends to happen. They see you different. It's the bizarrest thing. Because I did a 12-month MBA through Stanford. I've studied at Stanford, but I was only there for 2 weeks. Put about stone on in 2 weeks. But yeah, but it's great. I love the States.
I was going to say, I was actually a lot more Essex until I moved to America. I actually used to, if I play you old, even if you go back to old emergency break gigs before, because, me moving to America has happened in between emergency breaks lifetime. And, you can hear songs. I sound a lot more Essex on a 2022 version of It's Over than I do now. And that's just purely because I moved away. I came back and my mates were like, what's happened? You don't sound like this anymore, mate. It's like, I don't know what's happened, And that's what the song looks at. It's like, somewhere else can shape your identity so quickly.
Yeah, it can, mate. And you get different cultures and different attitudes. So what was the best thing about being in New York?
It's just, wow. There's a lot actually. I'll tell you what, it's got no music scene. I'll tell you that. Wow. Other than if you've seen a concert at Madison Square Garden, there isn't just like gigs on in little hubs. The thing I miss about America is, I don't know, I feel like they don't care as much. And I don't know if it's a positive or a negative, but there seems to be, there was a lot of more freedom in New York to some weird thing. There were some crazy people.
Oh yeah.
In that city. And I'm like, well, for a country that I had this in my head that it was very, a lot more of a like, there's an American and that's an American and that's the American way. I was like, wow, I was really shocked in how sort of there's some crazy personalities, really crazy personalities.
Well,
a complete different city to London. Everybody that I would recommend, if you're going to go on holiday to New York, do a long weekend because it's not a city built for tourism. Everybody there is to wake up, earn money, do what they need to serve, and go home.
Yeah,
it's not like
I have been to New York. It was nearly 9 years ago, and yeah, I loved it because for me it was bizarre because when I was growing up, I was really into all the American TV shows and the films and all the rest of it, and I was walking around going, "Oh my God, it's like being in a film set everywhere." But the one thing that disgusted me because like from growing up, I grew up in the 60s and 70s, right? So on the TV shows, it was all yellow cabs, but the old like Ford, all yellow cabs. So I had this picture in my mind that in New York, I knew what the taxis were going to like. I said to him, I can't wait to get in the yellow cab, can't wait. Anyway, we ordered a cab. Went, what the fuck's this? It was a Prius or something. I was like, what's this? It's not a yellow cab. I want a proper yellow cab. You know what I mean? I was gutted, man. I was absolutely gutted that it wasn't a big old American taxi. I was absolutely gutted. But yeah, what's the worst thing about New York then?
Food.
All right, okay.
It's just was not ready for the food's just a lot more faker in America. It's also I don't know, we have a big snacking culture over here that I didn't realize doesn't exist in America. You're right, like you just have to go big or go home in America. Like there's no middle ground, and that's just crazy for me. Like you can't get a meal deal. Like it used to piss me off. It's like I can't get a meal deal. I've got to go drop $40 and go sit down somewhere. It's like I can't just get something for £3 that's going to see me through to dinner.
Yeah.
The food. So it's just a different world out there, and it took me like 6 months to adjust to. By then I was coming home.
Well, you are in New York, and that's you know what I mean. You're in a big city, so it's going to be expensive. But there's like 100.
Yeah, and it was expensive. Oh my Lord, was it expensive?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. I hope you did visit Cat's Diner down Lower East Street. Is it Lower East Street? I bet you've not been in the deli. Cat's Deli. One of the oldest delis in New York. Oh man,
that was one of my favourite parts in New York. Was the delis. I lived right next to a deli.
The sandwiches, and I'm not joking. A meat sandwich is about that much meat inside the sandwich. We went in and had a sandwich and a beer, and I didn't eat for the rest of the day. I could not move. It was unbelievable. Oh, I could eat it now. It's absolutely it's lovely stuff. Oh, good man, good. Yeah. I don't think we'll have any questions because it's we're not planned, are we? I think Janice was on wherever she is. Where's that gone now? Oh, it's there. Let's have a sec. No, nothing. A couple of people have said hello, and that's about it.
I love
So,
it.
so what have you planned for your music? Are you recording more stuff at the minute? Have you
We
got?
are, we are. We're in the studio here and there at the minute. We're about to release a vinyl. Just they're coming. That's going to be announced in the coming weeks.
Wow.
We release our compilation vinyl, but it's also going to have some new singles that are coming out this year. So our next song coming out will be Dollface. We love that song. It's my second favorite Emergency Break song. Same for the band. So it's naturally the next single. Again, it's another song that doesn't address something that's personally affected us. It's more us taking a story and things we've heard. The song's about a girl who drives herself mad after like a small brief bit of internet fame. And the song's called Dollface 'cause it's about like the doll face that she's putting on. And we love the track so much. It's all of our favorite to perform. So yeah.
Excellent. That sounds brilliant. That absolutely.
Yeah,
That's really
so
good.
we had to get hands on that in all sorts of ways very soon. We'll be announcing it very soon, but we're trying to not go over longer lead time on this release. Like when we was putting out Hometown, we'd already announced it, and we were like, it's coming out in 4 weeks. We just felt like we blue balls everyone a bit, so we're just like, you know what, we're gonna have the song ready to go, but we're just gonna tell everyone it's coming out 2 weeks before it comes out because we like rattle people up. People are like, damn, you tell me you've announced this song September 1st and it's coming out November 8th, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I have like blue balls. So that's what we're going with this approach, and we've got a vinyl and stuff coming out, which we can't wait to. I can't wait to get my hands on my own vinyl, which is maybe tragic, but
No, it's not, mate. You said it earlier on. In 40 years, yeah, you want to look in your what's it, man's cave, your man cave, and
yeah,
have your albums on the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like
someone's gonna go, Dad, what's that? Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah, because you want to do that, have them on your wall, and then you've got something. Fair play to you for doing it. I think it's fantastic. So, where's the best place for people to gravitate towards you? Where's
Instagram. Instagram's our real hub. Instagram's where you can sort of grab all the exclusive bits where everyone sort of seems to. That's where we've naturally gravitated with sort of a wider following. Instagram's the home of Emergency Break, but we're on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere else. Just
yeah, but you favour that one.
Everyone's just gravitate towards us on Instagram, that's where we naturally post more.
I think for your age group, Insta's the type of place to be in it. It's your platform, and that's what my lad uses all the time. I use it a lot. We as a station go on X a lot because that's where the industry is more. Do you know what I mean? We can connect more. But I'm just trying to look. Let's just try to get your profile up. So
we're Emergency Break underscore.
Underscore.
It's all one word, yeah.
Underscore after emergency.
Yeah. No, after the break.
Okay. Oh, all one word then. Oh,
yeah,
I thought Mercy Break. That could be a good name for a band, couldn't it?
Yeah, I know. We'll probably be suing them.
I'm quite interested because I probably follow you, but I'm just wondering about because you've managed yourselves, you've done a bit of acting and all that, and you seem like you've got the vibe. What do you focus on when you're doing your social media? What is it you're putting out?
It's mainly just like at the minute we're just swamped with gig announcements. I don't have a week to post anything. We post some quite silly on the point videos. We've got the fan base that seem to absolutely love us doing these like really wacky videos. Like when our gig sold out at the Grace, we did this thing where Joe, our lead guitarist, was standing at the door pretending to smoke, and someone was like, "Can I have a ticket to the gig, please?" It's out. And he went, "Get in the queue," and he opens the door, and there's everyone else in the band like making it like they're all homeless, waiting to get into their own gig. Like we do a lot of stuff like that on the old Instagram.
I'm going to put this up for everyone out there in TV land, as it were. This is. This when he was talking earlier on about the school uniforms. Here it is, denim jacket on, tie. You won't be able to see it. That's a pretty cool look. I think that I like what you've done there. I think it's brilliant. So
yeah, no, we really ran for it for a long amount of time. It's just now we are looking a little bit old.
No, you should do, but you could almost get away with being in betweeners, couldn't you? The modern day in betweeners.
Yeah, we probably could.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, which bands? I didn't ask you that at the start. What bands inspired you to get going? I know you said you went to gigs. Was it the emerging bands that you was going to watch, or was it?
Yeah, so at the time there were the emerging bands that probably are still on the rise, but they're not so emerging anymore. You know, your bands like Sports Team, the Kairos, the K's, Royston Club, bands like that. You know, they are still on the rise, but they're considered big to me. Bands like Fat Dog, we went and just saw a lot of them and were just like, you know what, we want to give this a go ourselves. We used to just get so like like bouncy after a gig would just be like, I want to get on there and do it myself. And I think it was also the ex-performers in all of us as well. Like almost there's a maybe a vein of jealousy every time we watch another band get up, being like, we want to do that as well.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it really came from that. And what we listen to is really in our genre. We're all really big fans of Shame, Idols. We really do sort of cross genre, but we stay really in that indie alternative punk sort of thing. But we seem to be making our own quite unique sound while staying to everything else.
Yeah.
Like I feel like an emergency break song. You can define it by a genre, but it sounds like us, which that's something we're really proud of.
We all do. I'm guilty of it, putting it into a genre, but actually, I think sometimes there's some tracks or some bands they can't really. Oh, they put them into that genre, but actually they're a mix of a couple of things, or they're not like that at all. So it's yeah, it's a bit silly we do it, but we do it, don't we? Do you know what I mean? Suppose it lets people roughly know what you're about and what you. But I've been looking at your Instagram, and I'll put some images on later. I like all your imagery looks really pucker, pucker. You see, because that's for you. I've said that because you're from Essex. It's pucker. Do you know what I mean?
That's proper class, that mate.
Really, really professional. I think it's because I've been listening to Jamie. I was listening to him on Louis Theroux the other day, chatting about his life and everything. So he's an Essex lad, isn't he? Oh, Jamie.
Yeah, I think so.
Jamie Oliver. Yeah, he is. He is. Probably too old for you. He's probably gone past it. But yeah, it all looks really good, mate. Your Instagram and all the imaging, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm just wondering if there's anything else I need to ask you, because we've been rattling on for ages, haven't we?
Yeah, we've really lost it the night, haven't we?
Well, I mean, if it was on the show, I'd have had to boot you about 40 minutes ago, but but I do like to see it. I really enjoy doing the interviews. It's how I first started doing my stuff in 2011. I started podcasting, audio podcasting on dyslexia and business and success. That's what I was doing my podcast on. And then went to a radio station, and then we set our own up in 2017. But I've decided last year, well, we started to do the interviews on the station, on the show. But last year I decided to do more interviews, longer interviews. So I've got a Rumble channel now, which is called "Who the Fuck is Kurt Pickstone?" So there you go. I mean, people should know what to expect when they hear that, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
But it's good. It's nice because what I'll do, we'll just take some snippets out, and it's nice to be able to spend a bit more time and talk to people. Do you know what I mean? So up to an hour, because we've had loads of little offshoots of things, and what I like about it. We could talk about anything, but people will know you better, even if we're talking about, New York or whatever. It's nothing to do with your band, but it's all influenced it, and they'll get to know you as a person. I think that in this year, especially, bands need to really step it up about with connecting to people and being more human and being more in the moment with them and getting them on board, because that's how you'll build your fan base. Because it's getting tough. It's getting tougher out there.
Yeah, it's no. Now everybody can release music. The bar is a lot lower, but the standard is all the way up there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, we did it. We've done it for a specific reason, but we've got 2 AI tracks out, and I'm not. You'll probably lose your marbles over that, but we're doing it for a reason. We're doing it to test the system, see what's out there, see what sounds like, and then we can talk to bands about it by saying, listen, any idiot can produce a track. Me and Eddie have done this, and we're like 60, nearly 60. Bosh. Yeah. However, it's got no soul to it. But that's why I'm making a big thing about connecting and on the social medias, because what you're going to get is producers producing bloody stuff which is actually just throwaway. We don't want that. We want bands like you with a heart and a soul and a dream and and the talent, and that's what it's all about. So if you do say anything about AI, don't think I've lost the plot, because what we're doing, it's all about emerging artists. So
yeah.
Well, we was going to do an indie day, and sorry, I'm talking about me now. I do that a lot. We was going to do an indie day. We brought presenters on from different. They're not our presenters. We brought 5 or 6 people all together. I said, well, we need something that's not us. And, it's not Dougie Stone, and we'll do it. So we created a track called Indie Overdrive, right? And they all lost the plot. They went, why have you done that? I says, what do you mean why have you done that? I've done it so it's only the theme tune for the start, and then we could do some adverts. But he said, yeah, but we're promoting emergency band. I said, yeah, but they just focused in on it. I went, They went, we can't. Oh, we're not sure about this, so I cancelled it in the end. I said, well, you're not getting it, are you, lads? It's about the bands, and we need a theme tune. So someone says, well, why don't you get a band to do it? I said, well, I've not got £1,000 and the time for them to produce it and come and give it me back because we've got to do it in a few weeks. So what you're on about? Anyway, there you go. So if you ever see anything, I'm to post anything, it's all about you guys. It's all about you. Is there anything I've not asked you that you want to get out there?
No, not really. I mean, just thank you for listening in. Really, if anybody has made it this far, and thank you for sharing the love. Because also without you guys, we don't get to have a platform to share our sound. So and that's what I love about this scene is everybody helping each other out for the sake of helping each other out. And that's what I absolutely love about this.
Yeah.
And when you find the right people like you guys and stuff like that, it's incredible.
It's important, and this is where I think a lot of people miss the point. Bands, they think they're competing against. So there'll be a band round near you thinking, we can't get to know Emergency Brake because they're not your competition, people. If you all come together, and that's what we tried to do, is create a movement. So bring bands together, producers, people who do events, and just all go together, because let's create our own, like you've done. Yeah, I love it. We'll create your own. Try to get on a festival. I'll create my own, and that's why I started doing this. I wanted to get on a podcast, to do podcasting. No one would have me on. So I created my own podcast and started podcasting. And I'm thinking, you know what I mean? You've got to do it.
I thought it was crazy. The first year on the Meadow, nobody wanted to play it. Everybody almost washed their hands a little bit with me. And I reached out to some people and was like, would you like to play our festival? And they're like, oh, give it up. But this year we opened, we did an application to play last year. I think 40 people applied to play. We opened this year. We had 1.3k applications to play our festival. And I was just like, I can't facilitate this. We're a lineup of 20, 30 acts and max. I was like, I don't even know where to begin. And I remember I had to close it early. I accidentally had a tenner leave my account one day. I was like, where's this? And I rang up Google support and they said, yeah, you've had to go onto the terabyte Google Drive storage plan because of how many people have left things on your thing. I was like, shit. And it's just crazy how once you if you run your own club for just a little bit, suddenly we've got the strength in that, but also everybody comes together and you all help each other. But I just thought it was crazy this year. I literally didn't even know where to begin. I've looked at every single one over probably about 4 very long weeks. But
brilliant. Really good, really good. It's a bit you can't do an audition type of thing and film all that. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. It's I put them all onto an Excel sheet, and I was just I don't even know where to begin.
That's a lot.
I did A to Z, and I just did a different letter every day.
Wow,
that's a letter a day. Some days you'd get only 4 people, only 4 bands began with Q, and I was like. I was just like, you know what? I'll put that one on a Friday night before I've got to go out. I'll tell you, the longest one, of course, is T, because so many bands are there. Oh my lord! I genuinely think there was about 400 that were there. In the 400, it's crazy.
See, when I used to do my when I used to catalogue me, because I've got a lot of singles, I ignored the and did it whatever it was called.
Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah, loads will be there. Wonderful, mate. I'll tell you what, I love what you're about. It's been great to chat to you. And look at that. As if by magic, it's nearly an hour. And thanks for participating at the start, which you didn't even know you were doing. Because that
was quality. I love that. That was great. That's what it's all about.
The only downside is if I share that on social media, I'll get a strike for copyright.
I don't think you will. If you send it, if it strikes you, send it through to us and I'll approve it through YouTube. I don't care. That's great.
Brilliant. But we might have to. But it was.
Or just say that the artist has given agreement to use it.
Yeah, I've had
verbally just agreed it in the video. So
yeah, I've had that in the past, and then said to the artist, "You need to." I don't even know how to do that. I said, "I'm going to get a strike here. It says it's copyright. You know what I mean? You've got it registered somewhere. You need to." I don't know how to do it. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to get in the mire here for it." But it's brilliant. Right, what you do this evening? Is that it? Are you just chilling?
That's it for me. That's it for me. I'm going to chill out. Really, I don't really know what I'm going to do for the rest of the evening. To be honest,
do you drink? Do the band drink, or you're not?
Yeah, we do. We're not crazy heavy drinkers, but no, we do drink here and there. We like wine for some odd reason every now.
Well, you would do. You're all posh bastards.
No, we're not. No. See, we used to be really big on IPA, and that's half the reason why I did.
Oh yeah, you see, I like IPA. See,
Why we
when
sit
I-
on the meadow at Signature Brewery because it's IPA. And we was like, it's fucking brewed there. Well, of course we're going to run the festival where the IPA's made. And now, like all of a sudden, in the last couple of gigs, we've moved to wine for some. I think it's because
Yeah.
we did the Christmas gig, and on the rider we were given wine. And after that, we've just gone. Well, do you know what? Like, would anyone want wine? And it was like,
No.
fuck.
Do you know what I think it is? And my wife said this because I like BrewDog. I like the BrewDog ales. I like the Hazy Jane. Hazy Jane. I love
Elvis
that.
juice.
Elvis. 'Cause my wife says,
And punk as fuck.
She
Elvis juice and punk as fuck are my favourite.
she says, "Oh, I've got you some Elvis juice because you like that." I went, "Yeah, I do like it, but I shouldn't really drink it much." She said, "Well, what is it?" I said, "It's 6.5%." She's like, "What?" I said, "It's well, but my next door neighbour, he's next door but one, mental, but he'll go, yeah, try this. What do you think of that?" And I taste it. I'll get a drink off him and go, "Oh, that tastes really nice, but also that is dangerous because I reckon that's about 12%." He went, "Yeah, it's 13." So, oh my god, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm 19 years old and I get heartburn after drinking
Yeah.
IPA. And like, I thought that's the calm. I didn't think I'd wake up at 19 with heartburn.
Bin it
No.
off, bin it off. No, so I think what it is, I'm into all that, and then recently I've gone on to Guinness, and I've gone on to Guinness and Black Heart. Which
Oh,
is,
but yeah, the band like
Yeah.
James, our drummer, loves Guinness.
Let's-
It's not a gig if he hasn't sunk 2 Guinnesses before we go on.
And I said to my wife, for some reason I've gone off the BrewDog and I'm drinking a Guinness. She said, "Yeah, it's because it's winter. You've gone on to a different kind of drink."
Yeah.
And that's the same with the wine. You're probably drinking wine because you don't really want the cold chill. When it gets to summer again, you'll be back on the ale.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, IPA in the summer is incredible. A festival. Oh,
Yeah, brilliant. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you
Sure.
go now.
Rose, thank you very much. Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you've been absolutely wonderful, mate. A barrel of laughs, dead easy to interview. Made my job both interesting and dead easy.
And let us know when it's out, so like everywhere, so we can
Oh
properly
yeah,
share.
yeah, we'll get it out there. Well, I'll probably put it without even editing this, but I'll take some snippets of it and put it on my old social. So there you go.
Lovely. Take it away. Yeah. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing it. Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave you to it, and I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah.
All right. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Hey, people, go and check them out. That is a band called Emergency Break. They are absolutely brilliant. 1E great. And the festival's on the 18th, 19th of July. They're brilliant. I've got a feeling I should actually play Hometown again. Go and check them out. I'll drop all their links in here to their Spotify and what have you. But they are definitely one to watch. This has been Dougie Stone Radio. Filming this for Dougie's Atomic Dustbin Wednesday, 6 p.m. on Mixcloud Live. It's free. Go and get a free account. You can communicate with us by like Facebook, and it's people of the same. They're only there for the music. We don't have any idiots. Excuse me. I'll start again. We don't have any idiots apart from me. So, until next time. It's Hometown from the Emergency Break.
Take a look at yourself. We used to talk all the time and dancing around the ceiling, playing with your wrist for that feeling. And we used to talk for hours about the stones and their passcodes. Now you're standing all the time, and your shoulders, they're just wide. Cause I seen it all before, sitting all the
Who the fuck is Kurt Pickstone?